Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the world of the International Fab Talks. Fab Talks is all about connecting with the right kind of people with the right message for everyone. How many of you felt the need of somebody very important in your life? How many of you felt the need of connecting with the right kind of people in your life? It could be your parents, elders. It also could be a living Guruji. Today, our topic of discussion would be upon the importance of a living Guruji in one's life. And you know who is our guest? You've guessed it right. Our special celebrity for today, guest and family member, all in one, I should put. She's none other than Mrs. Leela Ramesh. She's joining us all the way from Bengaluru, India. We are so happy to have her presence here. After a long time, ma'am has been able to share her time today. We are glad and happy that she has taken out some time for you and for me. Join us to get to know more about this beautiful journey as to understanding the importance of a living guru in our lives. Over to you, ma'am.
Be back. Thank you very much. I'm glad to be back on this platform that I love and revere so much. It's doing such wonderful work, connecting people, bringing people from various walks of life, helping so many people, helping each other for us to evolve, for us to know ourselves and to expand our knowledge about various things. I really honor this platform. Congratulations, Christ.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for being so kind and encouraging all the time. Thank you very much. That means a lot. Thanks a lot. Now, dear, you found a Guruji in your life, a living Guru. We would like to know your experiences and share your knowledge with regard to having a living Guru in our lives, as to how important it is to connect with a person right in front of you. What inspiration you can draw? What are the positive energies that we could get out from that beautiful person who is in front of us? Yes.
Yes. The importance of having a living guru in one's life. That is the topic that I have chosen to speak about today, because Guru Purnima is coming up on 21st. This Sunday will be Guru Purnima. Guru Purnima is celebrated as a devotee's day, not the Guru's day, although many people think that Guru Purnima is about honoring the Guru. It is honoring the Guru Tattva, but at the same time, it is a devotee's day to express our gratitude for all the positive change that a living Guru has brought in our life. And 25 years ago, when I found this path, when the Guru found me, I did not find my Guru. And the Guru found me unexpectedly. I was not even looking for a living Guru. When he found me unexpectedly, I was not aware that such a profound change will come about in my life. In my life, in the sense, in my approach to life, attitude. The life is still full of ups and downs. Everything is as it is, as life should be. But my perception, my perspective changed. And somewhere I got this inner strength. There is someone, some higher power walking with me, taking me through all the challenges that I come across in my life. And also, fortunately for me, I was also chosen to teach what I have learned to many other people, which I have been doing for the last 24 years. And also the fulfillment that I get by being in sadhana, the spiritual practices and the seva. Once we do our spiritual practices, there is a lot of energy within us, and we need to spend it in doing something good for the creation, for the entire creation, not only for human beings, but for entire creation. When we spend that energy in seva and we gain the merit here and hereafter, and then we learn to go with the sun and relax in the evenings, be in the company of truth in satsang, that has made life a celebration for millions of people. The Guru that I am talking about here, who found me, is none other than Sri Ravi Shankar Gurudev, the founder of the Art of Living Foundation, one of the largest NGO in this world, spread over more than 180 countries. And it is still expanding. The numbers are expanding because our Gurudev travels throughout the world continuously. He's 68 years of age, but we don't see him getting tired anytime soon. making a difference wherever he goes. And just by watching him work with so much enthusiasm, with so much love and compassion, it inspires us, whatever age we are, we can still make a difference. We can still contribute whatever we could. And that will bring fulfillment to human life. Otherwise, no point in taking birth as a human.
Yes, dear. That's really nice. You shared about the art of living, which is located in 180 countries, and the list goes on. That's really nice. Now, ma'am, when did you find a connection with the art of living? When did you feel the need for a Guruji in your life, a living Guru in your life?
I did not feel a need for living Guru at all. I was not even looking for it, but there was a feeling of something vital lacking in my life. We were living in the Gulf country, and it's a country of abundance. I did not lack anything. I did not have any kind of sorrow or any kind of difficulty in my life. I was a joyful person. But still there was something. I was aware there is something lacking. That space, that void needed filling up. And unconsciously, I was looking here and there. I was just attending everything, all the spiritual discourses, read up everything that I could lay my hands on, but still that bookish knowledge or the lectures could not fill that void at all. And I have always been a devotee of Sri Raghavendra Swami. He is in his Vrindavan. He went into Samadhi while being alive. And there is still his power that's going on. More than 300 years now since he went into Samadhi and a Vrindavan was built over here. And still that power is there. I still follow him. I'm still a devotee of Sri Raghavendra Swami, who I consider as my Paroksha Guru. But then, that is because my parents, my grandparents, they all followed him. And that is the only natural thing I knew to do. That's how I followed. But then that was more of praying for me, praying for something to happen to me, that I want this, that I want this to happen, that to happen. Give it to me, give it to me. Prayer was all about give it to me, And when I came into art of living accidentally in the Gulf country, I had no idea there was a spiritual guru behind this when I did the first very basic course, which we call happiness program now, where they teach Sudarshan Kriya, the rhythmic breathing process, along with pranayamas, yogasanas, and profound knowledge points, and some processes that brought out something, a change inside of me that I could not look back after that. And it was taught by a teacher like I am now. He was a teacher at that time, representing Gurudev, teaching whatever he told him to teach. And I did not even know there was a spiritual guru. And that spiritual guru belongs to my own hometown, Bangalore. And he was born in Tamil Nadu, near Kumbakonam. Yes, all that I did not know. Only at the end of the course, I came to know that we have a living guru, and he is right there. His international center, the main headquarters of the art of living, is right there in Bangalore. And of course, I went on to do the higher course. In the higher course, I got connected to my Gurudev. That is when I accepted this is my Guru. This is what I needed in my life. The void that I was looking to fill got filled at that time, even though I was not fully aware of that. And over a period of time, there was something irresistible. I could not stop myself that was pushing me to go, pushing me forward till I became an instrument of Gurudev. And I started teaching these courses. And that doubled my joy, my happiness. And I forgot, I had recently lost my younger brother, and I almost forgot that misery that I was going through. knowing that grieving for the ones who have passed only brings a lot of misery to those souls who are resting so blissfully on the other side. No? This is a revelation that came to me because of being with a living guru. Otherwise, we always mourn death. Of course, there is grief even now, but at the same time, I also know that he is in a much happier place. That happened. Probably that is the, no, that was the impetus for me to go forward and make a difference in others' life also. So when I started teaching, there were a lot of people going through misery of one type or the other, whether it could be health, it could be relationships, it could be grieving for the ones who have passed on before time. Even children, small children, they have lost, or young children, they have lost. Such people, we all came together giving support to one another, moral support, and having the backing of a living guru made us lessen our grievances, whatever we had in life. Instead of seeing those 20% of misery in our life, we all have 80% of happiness, 20% misery. But we focus on that 20% misery, forgetting the 80% blessings that I have in our life. So this shift came into my life, and it came into all our lives, whoever came into these workshops and lived this knowledge and got together to bring many more people volunteering to organize courses and teaching them and celebrating them. So it lessened whatever grievances we carried, and at the same time, it made us focus on the 80% happiness that's already, the blessings that are already there in our life, and working towards correcting those 20% misery also, of course. This is the major difference that happened. And also another major difference, a shift that happened is, instead of focusing on what's about me, what about me, what about me, when we were praying to, Paroksha Guru, we pray to God or to Guru to ask for something. Give me this, give me that, not even knowing whether it is good for us. Who knows? By having that, we will enjoy all good things in life. Some of the things that we ask for, if it does not come, if it does come true, in the long run, it might be not for our benefit. We don't know. God knows what is good for us. So I learned to pray because of my Gurudeva. I learned to this, living Guru. I learned to pray. This is what I want right now. But if you have better plans, if you have something better for me, give that to me, because I don't know what I want. You know what I want, what I need. This is what I want, but you know what I need for my good in the long run. This is a shift in the prayer also that I learned through having a living Guru. A major shift. And when you are involved in removing misery from other people's life, you forget your own. And you also see that ups and downs are part of life. It's there in everybody's life. But then learning to smile through it all and overcoming it with courage and valor, having the faith, I have a higher power walking through these challenges with me, so I don't have to fear anything. That is the shift that comes, and you become fearless. Whatever be the situation, this is a short life. We may live for 70, 80, at the most 90, 100 years. But then we get the courage, bring out the lion in us, and we learn to walk through this life, smiling and making others' life also a celebration, teaching them the art of living, that ups and downs are part of life. Smiling through it all is the art of living.
Yes, dear. Thank you so much for explaining that so well. 80% of joy and 20% of sorrow. We focus on the 20%. Now I realize that the way you put that so clearly. That's wonderful. And the way you've also connected, like how should one pray?
Yeah.
That also is very important. Now you've been learning all of this, being connected to the art of living. That's really wonderful, man. Now, many of them would want to know what is the real significance of having a living guru in your life.
Yeah.
The essence of, understanding the importance of a living guru.
No, it's all, when I say living guru, I don't mean a person, male or female or this tall, dark or young or old. No, no, it's not a body. A guru, a living guru is also not a body. He is an avataran. Like he has come to remove adharma. All these are avatarans who have come down to remove adharma. Whenever adharma raises its head, such avatars, they come down to help us to see the path of dharma. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. This is what Vishnu Sahasranama says. I am a one path, one guru person. I can only talk about my experiences with my living guru. And I'm sure all the living gurus that are there today are doing the same thing, removing the misery from people's mind. The misery is nowhere else outside, it's in our mind only. But I can talk about my personal experiences with my living guru who chose me to walk the path with him. And I accepted it. I did not do spiritual shopping. I'm against doing anybody doing a spiritual shopping. If your heart says, this is my guru, follow that guru all the way along. So if I want to come from Bangalore to Chennai, Crystal, there are many other roads that take me to Chennai. But then it will take a long time for me to reach Chennai. If I keep changing the road from here to there, maybe this is good, maybe that will take me faster, maybe this road will not have so many traffic signals. The mind thinks so much, intellect works so much. And ultimately, we end up putting more effort and losing more time before reaching the destination. But if you have a GPS or if you have a guide sitting with you who will tell you, take this road, this will lead you, take you to your destination, in a smooth way, then you are relaxed. You are relaxed. You know you will reach your destination without much hassles. You don't have to struggle. That is the importance of following one path, one guru, one principle. But they are all one guru tattva. I tell you, so they appear to us as though they are in different bodies, but they are all one principle. Be very sure about it. They come to us in physical form because we don't know any other way to relate. That's why. So when I came to this path, when I did my first Sudarshan Kriya, which is at the heart of our, the art of living courses to begin with. It's a rhythmic breathing exercise. Very simple to practice, but very, very profound in its effect. So what happens when we practice this Sudarshan Kriya that we learn in our happiness program? It's called happiness program now. Every cell of our body is filled with physical toxin, mental toxin, emotional toxin, because we go through so much of stress in day-to-day life. Especially these days, there is environmental pollution, mental pollution, challenges, so many distractions, attractions, and emotional relationship problems. All these will get accumulated in our cell in the form of toxins, and we don't know how to remove that. You go to a psychologist, you go to a psychotherapist, they will tell you, they will dig your past, what happened to you when you are 5 years old, what happened to you when you are 10 years old, unnecessary digging into all the garbage. But here what happens? It is a technique that is downloaded from above. When Gurudev went into 10 days of silence, it was just downloaded by him when he prayed how to remove the misery in people's life, how to remove the stress, the number one killer these days. How to do that when he went into silence. See, when we go into silence, a lot of things happen to us. Many revelations happen to us. So this is what was downloaded. No, like he cognized it. That is what we believe. We are told, and he started teaching. In the beginning, he started teaching himself to people, small groups of people, not only in India, he went abroad also. In America, everywhere he started teaching to small groups of people. Slowly, people found that, my God, this is such a profound process, along with some of the knowledge keys to live our life without stress that Gurudev gives. And then when the demand became a lot, Gurudev created a lot of teachers. He trained them to teach whatever he was teaching. And when we teach our courses, the art of living teachers, we are so called. Although he is the only teacher, I believe, we are just fortunate to be called a teacher. And we started teaching, and the number of teachers increased all over the world. Now we are, I think, more than 10,000 or 20,000. I don't even have the count. And how many teachers are there spreading this just because we found this huge difference in our life. We want to give that, share that joy with everybody. Otherwise, what is the point if we keep it to ourselves? Whatever good we get, it needs to be shared with others. With that philosophy, the whole world is working towards removing stress from people's life, the number one killer. So this is where we begin happiness program, where we learn Sudarshan Kriya along with yoga, pranayamas, and many other knowledge processes and the knowledge principles. And going forward, there are various other courses. Yeah, there will be no stopping. Like it happened to me, like I could not stop, became unstoppable, attending course after course and teaching course after course. That's what happened. And it's continuing for 25 years now. And I'm still ticking. It is only because of the grace of my Guru, I believe. Most of the people, ladies, especially of my age, I know they might have retired at 70, but not me. I don't see myself retiring anytime soon.
That's good. That's really nice. Very wonderful. That's really nice. Given that, when you talk also, people are so interested to listen to you. There's a lot of calm within you. There's lots of peace when you speak. I mean, that's all you would have got it from the Guruji, right? You got it from there. So that you get that energy from your Guru and you pass it on to others. As you said, like there are 10 to 20,000, you've lost the count also as well as to how many people are into this, like as the faculty member, taking the programs forward or taking the sessions forward, which Guruji had initially started. Because you can't have him at every place doing, justice to everyone at the same time. So he has blessed all of you and he has taken you all into his folds. It's really nice. Now, dear, what about your personal journey with writing now? You're a wonderful writer. Are you connected? We know you are connected to poems. You're even a poetess. So are you going to share today any poem with us?
Oh, yes, yes. And about, before that, about Gurudev making us all teachers because he cannot be everywhere. That is another misconception that I would like to just blast here. Gurudev does not need any one of us to help his work. It is only, he can do it just sitting wherever he is, he can bring transformation. It is an opportunity given to us to find ourselves, to blossom. When you teach, you blossom in yourself. You are the beneficiary, not just the people who are attending the course. No, this is what we have found. All of us know when we teach, it is not I who is teaching when I'm teaching. I just prepare everything. Even now for this session, I prepare what I need to speak and I sit and I surrender. It is he who is speaking through me, I'm sure. Whatever is needed by the audience now, right now, to Crystal's audience, he is making me speak that. It may sound very, very, very over the, it may go over the head also, very blue star like speaking, but that is the truth. What to do? That is the higher power that is working through all of us. He is omnipresent, omniscience, and he is there uh, in every soul, in the entire creation. He is there. That is the beauty of having a living guru in our life, where you blossom to your full consciousness with his guidance. And as a teacher, as a faculty member, you will also be helping others to blossom. That's why it's called Vyakti Vikasana. It's the individual blossoming that happens on this path. So I urge everyone, whoever has not done the happiness program, this Guru Purnima is a very, very auspicious time to attend this program. Attend this program and see for yourself what happens. There is nothing wrong. And just even if you want to go with a mind just to test, it does not matter. Go and attend the course. It just takes 3-4 days of 2 hours, and for a very minimal donation that you will be giving to the organization. All of us are the voluntary teachers. It's you are promoting an organization that is doing a lot of immense amount of save also, whether it's river rejuvenation, prison rehabilitation, like that. There are hundreds and natural farming. With this plea, appeal, I hope a lot of you will take it seriously and believe me and attend the course. Find a course in your area today itself. Art of Living, www.artofliving.org. You will find a course in your area or online courses also. And about my writing journey, I used to write, Crystal, as you know, before I came into Art of Living also. But now all my writings are directed towards Gurudev. I find that although I sometimes write a poem for fun, something very, very, humorous. Recently, I wrote about moon. When our people landed on moon, I wrote a moon's monologue. It's on my Facebook page. Where till now, the lovers were comparing their beloved's face to the moon. No, there is no difference between moon and full moon and my beloved's face. But after landing there, seeing that the moon is full of craters and mud and all uneven things, now they realize. But most of the time, I'm writing for blogs on my experience with Gurudev, and whichever platform I get, I do speak about my experience and sing the glory of my master. Because in this 25 years now, I have no hesitation in saying that he is Naranalla Narayana. He is not a human being. He is divine Narayan himself. But however much I explain in words, it does not compare to your own personal experience of what it is. When you sit like a child without any intellect or judgment, when you go through it, the grace will just flow and you will realize that. And also a lot of poets, because I was a literature student and I love, whether I was a student or not, literature I have always been attracted to from very young age. So even there, all the poets or even prose writings, whichever was inclining towards spirituality, I was always more attracted to. And, and Rabindranath Tagore, I have mentioned in the earlier fact talks also, when Rabindranath Tagore holds a very special place in my heart, because all his poems, although it seems like love poems, and it could be love poems also, because we live in different levels. It could be romantic poems, poems, but ultimately I feel he was directing it to the divine. His longing to merge with the divine. In that, in one of those poems, he has spoken about charity, the importance of charity. It's not only about importance of charity, he has spoken about how the man craves to get something. We are always in the space of getting something from somewhere. No, especially if we can get it easily without making an effort, we are even more happy. No, such a poem. And when we get into such a kind of greed without making an effort, I want to get, grab, and what happens? There's a beautiful poem, poem number 50 from Gitanjali. I'll read out the poem. I had gone a begging from door to door in the village path. The poet says, I had gone a begging. He places himself as a beggar because we all are beggars, Crystal. Until and unless we come from the space of giving, we are all beggars, looking for something, wanting something, whether it is money or a relationship or the things or whatever it is, we are like beggars. We need to identify that beggar within us and come out of it. When you come from the space of giving, you will stop becoming a beggar and you become Dani. I had gone a begging from door to door in the village park when thy golden chariot appeared in the distance like a gorgeous dream, and I wondered who was this king of all kings. There is a chariot that comes in front of him when he is begging, and there is a king, king of kings, Maharaja, who is sitting inside the chariot. He is wondering who that could be. My hopes rose high, and methought my evil days were at an end. Looking at that rich Raja inside the chariot, this beggar's mind works overtime. Okay, my evil days are, that is, my bad days are over now. I have found a rich Raja. Now I can get anything that I want. And I stood waiting for alms to be given unasked. He just expected him to give him the alms, no, without him asking for anything, and for wealth scattered on all sides in the dust. And he just imagined the wealth that would be thrown around in dust because that Raja is such a rich Raja. The chariot stopped where I stood. The chariot does stop where he stood. Thy glance fell on me. The Raja looks at him. And thou camest down with a smile. He comes down. Raja comes down from the chariot with a smile. I felt that the luck of my life had come at last. And he comes down from the chariot. The beggar in him says that now the luck of my life has come down. Then of a sudden, thou didst hold out thy right hand and say, what hast thou to give to me? The Raja, instead of giving him the alms, he stretches out his right hand and asks this beggar, what do you have to give me? Ah, what a kingly jest was it. The beggar thinks it was a jest. How can a Raja ask a beggar for alms? To open thy palm to a beggar to beg. I was confused and stood undecided. And then from my wallet, I slowly took out the least little grain of corn and gave it to thee. Because he stretched out his right hand and he is asking for something, this man, this beggar, who had collected a lot of corn, grains, by begging, he had the heart to give only one grain of corn to Raja. He takes out just one grain of corn from his big bag of corn that he had collected by begging and give it, and he gives it to him, that one corn. Okay. But how great my surprise when at the day's end, I emptied my bag on the floor to find a least little gram of gold among the poor heap. I bitterly cried. And he goes home and he just puts all the inverts his bag on the floor to see all the corn that he has got by begging to cook a meal, probably. He says, among that heap of corn, there is one single corn that has turned into gold. No? You got it?
Yes, dear.
At least little gram of gold among the poor heap. I bitterly wept and wished that I had had the heart to give thee my all. Then he realizes, I bitterly wept, and I wish I had had the large heart to give thee everything that I had. If he had given all the corn to the Raja, probably his whole bag would have become a bag of golden corns. And as he had wished, his misery of poverty would have been taken away. No, this is something that we need to, because that Raja was none other than God himself who had come, because he had, it is not to, torment him or anything. It is just that he had felt his greed to get something without making an effort. Just to get something from wherever. And when he saw him, he knows that because I am rich, he is trying to squeeze all the wealth from me. So he makes him learn a lesson through example by asking him for alms. And then when he gives that one grain, that is all he gets back. So this is a life lesson the beggar learned. The beggar is none other than Rabindranath Tagore, who places himself as a beggar. But what he means is the mindset of us humans to come out of the beggar mentality and to come from the space of giving. I always relate literature to my guru's teaching, and they always converge and they become one. This is, I feel very fortunate, very blessed that I was into literature and it progressed into spirituality. So I feel like sharing, it makes me feel good to share. So there is a message that every one of us can take. Let us take it and live by it.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing that beautiful message. The poem also was excellent. You explained it so well. And you relate it even to the Guruji's teachings that also you've mentioned. You've given us all the important tips of how we could transform our lives by finding out the right kind of person in our life, the right kind of teachings in our lives, the right kind of courses one could get connected with the art of living. That's really nice. Starting with the happiness course for adults. I think starting from 18 years above, they can join in for this happiness course. That's really nice.
There are programs for teens and small children also. They also, teens also can learn Sudarshan Kriya. Yeah. Yes, you can find it. Once you go to the website, you can find all the details.
Yes, dear. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your experiences. Thank you for sharing how we could empower ourselves and follow the right path and be of use to this universe, be of use to each and everybody around us. Not only the living, even the non-living things we could really connect with and bond with in the right way. Thank you for sharing that lovely poem as well. It brought back beautiful memories of we always need something. We always want something, like we always want, but then God gives us what we actually need. That's what we also explained that very well.
Very true.
Thank you very much. Looking forward very soon to the next session with you. It's always a pleasure to have you sharing your thoughts and views and your experiences. Thank you so much, dear.
Thank you for inviting me, giving me opportunity all the time to express myself. Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for being very polite and humble. And there's a lot to learn from you. Each time you come on the platform, you share something, you share a lot of peace, happiness, bliss. And there's a deeper connection when you start talking, that people would love to listen to you more and more. There's something there within you. I think the blessings of Sri Ravi Shankar ji has really spread across everybody. And you have that wonderful energy and aura with you, which you spread it with us as well. Thank you very much. Thank you, dear. Dear friends, with this, we'd like to come to an end to the International Fab Talks for today. Share this video with the right kind of people. There are beautiful messages in this. There's a wonderful journey over here, how you could find your inner self. We all are searching, as ma'am was searching for something that was missing in her life. In spite of having everything around her, all the luxuries, maybe all the comforts that one requires, but still there's something missing. And so when you find that what is missing is all that you need to connect with yourself, connect with the universe, be of service to others, contribute in the right way, and have a wonderful presence of somebody in your life. It could be a living Guruji. It could be any Guruji. For ma'am, it is Sri Ravi Shankarji. It could be anybody in your life. Follow the right path and follow the right kind of inspiration that you get around you. Stay blessed and stay safe. With this, we'd like to sign off now from the International Fab Talks. Like, subscribe, and share to the International Fab Talks. Above all, don't forget to love yourself, your family, and connect positively to the surroundings. Stay blessed. Thank you, dear.